Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Tonight I want to share with you a recent conversation from a live event with my members only on Thursday nights. If you want to be part of these conversations, check out my YouTube membership page and consider joining one of the tiers. And you can be invited to join those Thursday conversations, bring your questions and comments. Okay, this video is actually going to be about the upcoming changes to the rank battle reward system and how we're going to be nerfing ghost cards, which is going to have implications for modern card ownership and which specific cards you're going to need to buy in order to receive rewards for having played those cards. And how will that impact the economy of certain specific Untamed and Chaos Legion cards? Let's talk about it in this video. Thanks for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless. Everyone is talking about buying Untamed starter cards now before they spike. Now might be the best time to buy Chaos Legion starter cards for the same reason for the next edition release. Yeah, I mean, I agree. So I haven't been listening to people talking so much about the Untamed starter cards, but certainly that makes sense because it is part of, first of all, Untamed cards are 1/10 as prolific or as common as chaos cards, and so right now the starter pack includes the starter cards include common and rare, Chaos Legion, and Untamed, and so absolutely, William, I would strongly recommend that you guys look at, if you don't already have a fully built out deck, and probably most of you don't, you want to come into your Untamed and your Chaos and you want to look at specifically common and rare. And you want to make sure the splinters that you love to play on, that you have all the key cards that you're going to need. The tanks, the carry cards, of course, any really pivotal support monsters. Because I do strongly feel that as this becomes a reality where those ghost cards are no longer available, that is going to translate into extra buying pressure on those resources. Probably it already has, and then there's going to be some people who kind of just don't buy them, at least in the short term. But I do believe this is going to trigger a significant amount of extra pressure that is going to be a positive influence on the price. So yeah, especially on the cards you're going to need. Like if you play blue all the time, if you play red all the time, then be thoughtful about coming through and looking at specifically, I mean, any cards really, but remember that common and rare are the ones that would be included with your ghost cards. And so those are going to be the ones in particular where some of that buying pressure is going to be extra, because all accounts or many accounts would have been able to enjoy one BCX and be maybe satisfied for instance, with Venari and Aether, maybe one BCX is enough. That's a decent card. 2 melee, 4 speed, 7 hit points, thorns. Maybe that was always enough. And it was a ghost card, so maybe you didn't want to buy that. But now I would argue, because of the ghost cards are going to be nerfed, this is a card you need at least one BCX of. And in fact, probably more. But that depends if you play green or you don't. And every splinter has their own ones on that topic. Jim, does anything come to mind on that specific topic? And we kind of talked about this before, but does anything come to mind that you feel really should be kind of singled out as uniquely important from either Untamed or Chaos for that matter, and within that conversation of ghost cards being nerfed?
Well, there was this one thing I was thinking about that it's an idea that comes from Magic the Gathering standard rotations. So every year, Magic rotation happens at pretty much the exact same time every single year.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you do is you start building your deck to where it's future-proofed rotation. So you just future-proof your deck.
I see. I think I see.
And what's up?
I think I follow you.
Yeah. So one thing I like to do is I like to aim around 6 months until rotation when it comes to like Magic for that, right? So what I would be doing now is picking up Chaos Legion cards for sure. because when the next set drops, if it is roughly the same time, if it's early January of next year, and Untamed now rotates out, sure, picking up the cards now makes it to where you can play in the wild format, but I know some people will just want to play in the modern format because they don't want to deal with all the other cards as well. So one thing I like to do is again, future proofing your collection and setting things up towards the future.
And so, if I'm following you correctly, you're saying you would not fixate on the Untamed because there's a shorter window of time for modern players to be able to take advantage of holding Untamed cards. Is that true?
Yeah.
And to future proof your deck, as you say, to really focus on filling out those Chaos Legion cards, that's going to be where you're going to get the most bang for your buck out of the modern league, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And same thing when Rift Watchers drops as well. Like, be prepared to be picking those up too.
That makes sense. Yeah, and then probably especially when Rift Watchers comes out, because when Rift Watchers comes out, there'll be well, hang on a second. Well, Rift Watchers is going to be a mini set. So
it's going to be a mini set.
So that's like Dice. Is Dice technically part of the modern, or is it not? Okay.
So it actually pays attention to the border, not so much the exact set. So reward cards, some of the reward cards are in modern. So if you actually unclick all three of those and then just hit modern format underneath it.
Ooh, yeah.
So now you can see that there are reward cards in there. There's dice. There's even going to be 2 promo cards in there, or 3 promo cards. I forget exactly. Inside of this as well.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. I see what you're saying, and I think that's a strong point.